Hello everybody, welcome to Jianzhi casting group. Today, this is our carton fair live show. I'm Sam. I'm Fiona. Today I will introduce our Jianzhi casting group to you. And behind of us is our office building. From our building, you can see our logo is Jianzhi. Our company is established from 1982. Now follow us. I will introduce our company step by step to you. How many years for our company? Our company is established from 1982. Until now, we have already 38 years old and over 4,000 employees and over 350 engineers. For every year, we export the malleable pipe fittings is over 200,000 tons, and we are the top rank in China. Now, the first step is our mold workshops. This is our mold workshops. From here you can see what our molds making. We have 17 CNC machines and 13 laces machines. In these workshops, we make molds by ourselves. We have over 3,800 different sizes for molds. Every 3 months, we repair and renew for the molds to keep our molds for good shaping. So from here you can see for all molds is made clean, and we checked our molds by our standards according to different standards for different lengths. The tolerance is 0.1 mm. After the mold is making, we check them by ourselves to make the mold is perfect shaping. Okay, so I will introduce for next step. But you can follow us to show you our factory, because this is our Yutian factory. The total area is about 300,000 meaning 1,000 square meters. And in this factory, we have 1,500 employees. Just this guy, you can see this is the students from the college and university. We are the education basis cooperate with university, so they come here to check our factories and to learn from the knowledge from us. These workshops is for the plastic liner workshops. From here you can see the plastic liner, how it's made. We put the food grade PE material into the pipe fittings, and we make it for injection technique. So by this way, this pipe fittings has two benefits. One is for benefit for the plastic fitting. Another one is for malleable pipe fittings. So this kind of pipe fitting have both benefits. This kind of fittings is popular in our domestic market. Okay, so let's help you to show you the next step. This is another one. It's for our plastic lanyard workshop. We put high-grade PE material in injection into the pipe fittings. These pipe fittings is used for the water and hot water and cold water. The temperature range is from -20 degrees to 70 degrees. So it can be used for our drinking water. So it is the upgrade for our pipe fittings. So if the customer wants the higher quality for the water, drinking water or the water plumbing, you can use this kind of plastic lanyard pipe fittings. It will bring you a higher standard. We use for this kind of fittings, we only use our heavy banded fittings, because for our heavy banded fittings is the highest quality and can meet the highest request level. This kind of fittings is very widely used in our domestic or water system in our country. Now it is very popular for our domestic market. More and more popular, more and more customer and consumer is satisfied for our this kind of new design pipe fittings. Every fittings is after being made. I will check one by one according to our quality requirements to ensure every fittings is good qualified. After injection, we will pack it, and from this the board, you can see which our celery chart and our devices assembly and daily working record, and for our inspection record. So every fittings, if we have a problem, we can check who is made it, who made this kind of, who made these fittings. The tube is reused is no harm to healthy. Now, this workshop is for the threading. It is for the top. It is for thread and layers, flowers. This is now it is for the nipples. In our Jianzhi casting group, we use this kind of tube to put the nipples into the second flower. In our Jianzhi casting group, we make the galvanized firstly and the threading secondly. This building is 3 flowers buildings. The third flower is used for the feeding, and the feeding. We put this the fittings into the different channel. In this way, we can save much more time to transport the fittings directly to the every worker's working position. So you can see it is easy and directly we put the fittings or we feed the fittings directly from the channel. Oh, this is the socket. So you can see if the follow working position is needed, the fittings will fit the fittings correctly. This is 1.5 inch per socket. So after the galvanizing, you can see our fittings is shining. This kind of design is our special designs to save the space and save the rooms. Usually, if without this kind of building, we need very large squares or large rooms. This is for the 1-inch teeth. You can see our logos and also our galvanized is formally. This is 2 different types. One is for the heavy banded, another one is for the medium banded. And this is also different for the galvanized. The right one is for hot dip galvanized. The left one is for the cold galvanized. So it is the difference. Okay, let's follow us to the second floor. You can see what is for the second floor is working. From here you can see our second floor is for the threading area. This workshop is new used from this September. This is for the new building. Once this building is finished, we put it into the bulk production immediately. So until now, in this area, we have already over 100 sets of different threading machines. So from here you can see the fittings is dropped from upstairs. This is the plug. The workers put the plug into our threading machines. And each time is 2 pieces. After a few seconds, you can see the threading is finished. Good, very good, beautiful threading. And also, by this kind of technique, our thread is be protected and also with high accuracy. So this is for the elbow couplings. Workers put the elbows into the slot one by one, and the machines will be pick the elbows automatically, and each time threading by the 2 positions. The machines will make it by automatically, and one by one will delay the stop. Threading is very important for our pipe fittings. In these workshops, one workers often cooperate to operate 4 machines for the same time. At the same time. In this area, we ask the workers to put the ear plug to protect themselves. So we must be protect the workers healthy by this kind of area, working area. For this, the threading, after the threading, they have the small scratch from the threading parts. So this kind of the steel scratch or steel pieces will be picked up. So to keep our fittings is clean. For each machine, we check the fittings 3 times for 1 hour. And every morning for our fittings, it will also be firstly be made by our leaders to ensure our fittings is good threading machines is in a good position. Our status. This is also the board. This one is for the big size, the teeth. For one time, it is threading by 3 positions. So it will be saved much more time. These machines is being made by our Chinese suppliers. We assemble and use them made by our technical workers. These workers is often working in our factory over 10 years. Some factories, some workers has worked over 20 years. After the fittings is be threaded, we use this kind of automatic lift to put them into the first flower. So follow us to the first flower. So you can see this is the first flower. So from now you can see our 3 flowers special designs. The third flower is for the feeding. The second flower is for the fittings, threading. So the first flower is for the fittings, airtightness test, and for the packing and final inspection. This is for our Airtightness machines. We do Airtightness by ourselves, and we ensure each the fittings is be tested 100%. And also for the compressed air, we use 0.6 MPa to ensure we are the higher standards, the Euro standard. So you can see each the fittings is after the threaded. We must put it into our Airtightness working line. So even by use this kind of cameras, we inspect our fittings to ensure the fittings is be tested, not be left. After the fittings be tightness, after that, we need to put the fittings into this oil tank. This oil is special oil. It's for the anti-rusty oil. We put the fittings into this kind of tank to ensure our fittings have a good long time for the anti-rusting. This area is for the worker to inspection. After the fittings airtightness, we let our workers to check the fittings one by one. Firstly is from the visible to check them. This is for the threading inspection standards. We use this kind of devices to check the thread accuracy, and we have a different gauge to check the thread. We have American standards and Russia standards and BS or EN standards to ensure our fittings is the good quality by the thread numbers or the thread accuracy. So this is all for our thread workshops. Next step, please follow us. I will show you the next step.
我先讲这个。电镀锌是指利用电解液在管件上表面上形成均匀的锌层，主要的作用是为了保护钢铁件。它的工艺流程是先酸洗，再进行水洗，然后再进行电镀，再水洗，再出光，再钝化，再水洗，最后再进行干燥。这里就是电镀锌车间。
Galvanized Workshop.
This is our cold galvanizing warehouse.
We have two lines, automatic, cold galvanized line.
我们的原材料是国内纯度最高的，纯度为99.99%的锌锭。很多小厂都来我们这里购买我们使用的锌。我们的电镀锌的平均厚度超过了60缪，热镀锌的厚度超过了90缪。
This is our cold galvanized warehouse. Our raw materials, the zinc, has the highest purity in China market. The purity can catch 99%. Even many small factories come here to purchase our used galvanizer for their own products. The thickness of our zinc coating for our cold galvanizing fitting is 60 mm and 90 mm for the hot dip galvanize.
这里就是电镀锌的设备，我们从这里走到起点。
This is for very long, the cold galvanized water tank. The fittings is be put from the one by one the tank to do step by step by the galvanizer.
它的工艺流程是先酸洗，然后水洗。
We have two cold galvanized workshops, totally have the 4 lines cold galvanized line.
机器的上面都是电解池，一会儿我们会走上去给大家观看。
Just we see from the end to the first, to the beginning. This is for the beginning for our cold lines. This is for the raw,
这里是电镀锌的
raw
入
material.
口。
For the raw fittings, is be black color.
从这个入口 到结束，全程需要2个小时的电镀时间，每天可以生产
This fittings
120
is
吨。
made
我们现
from
在拥有
by
2
from
条
our
电镀芯生产线，
factories.
今年正在建设中第3条生产线
And for，
预
tomorrow,
计年底可以完成。
I will introduce our 赤峰
This
factories,
process will
so
take
you
2
can see
hours to
our
galvanize
fittings,
for the
how
fittings
our
from
fittings
start
is
to
to be made
finish. It
in
can
there.
produce about 120
Now you
tons
can
per
follow
day.
us
And now
to
we
see
have
again
2 cold
for our
galvanizing
cold
production
galvanized
line, and the third
workshops.
line is under
This is
construction.
the
It
left
will be
is one
completed
line,
at the
the
end
right
of
is another line.
2020.
So it is for the 2 line.
“这些池子就是电解池。1条生产线的每天可以生产
We
120
do
吨左右。
galvanize by ourselves. We never used other factories to make galvanize, so we can ensure our fittings with the good galvanized and also with the good zinc thickness.
这里是敦化。
The fittings will start to be finished galvanized. Okay, next step, we can introduce our another threading workshops. This workshops is also our new rebuilt in this year. This workshops is much longer than last one. After the fitting is threaded, you can see is our high quality and with a good shape. This is the nipples of this threading for damage. You can see for our logo is clear and for our threads is also be clear. And here you can see our machines is being set at the plants and the fitting be free by upstairs and by workers one by one and be threaded by machines automatically. prepare for the steps. After the fittings it is ready. So before the threading, it is for galvanized firstly and threading secondly. And this is for our photo sensor to control the fittings. Once the fitting is finished, it will be put another one. It is fed by vibration and controlled by the photo sensor. And this is our special product for our whole system of threading workshops. It is full automatic. This is also for ball for our wireless workshops. We have the news for our Jianzhi custom group. So workers can know our companies, the news of information. And also this is for our partners, boss. So each of the workers have a problem, then he will be punished. And if he have a good result, he will be rewarded. This is the protection schedule for these workshops. And this one is for the salary. We pay the workers by daily. So the workers can know their salary. They can how much money they earn for each day. This is for the order for schedules. When the order is received, and when the order is finished at this workshop. This is 1 inch and 1/4 inch for order. We use the good blade for the threading. The good quality blade will ensure will be bring the good quality threading. Also, so we must ensure our blades is still all the time is in the good. So if you request for NPT thread or BSPT thread or Russian 2 to 8 thread, we can make it according to your request. Just tell me or tell us your requirement. I will make the right threading according to your request. So in these workshops, we have 476 sets of threading machines. So this machine is to put in one room to ensure is the bulk and the huge production capacities. This is our special request for our fittings quality. We don't use the sealing as another sealing material. Without any sealing material, we can ensure our fittings is also have a good appearance. After threading, is we make the same airtightness one by one by our workers. This machine is designed by ourselves. It is also being invented by our company. So if we find the bad quality or have a problem, will be marked by the red pencil and put them into the red bucket. Yes, we also use the 0.6 to 0.7. Usually, the Euro standard is only need 0.5, but this is red the bucket. It is for the problem the socket, the problem the fittings. It is be picked up by our workers. For this kind of problem fittings, we don't put it into the finished fittings. Because airtightness is very important to affect the fittings quality. We must ensure there is no leakage, even for use the gas or water. This is heavy tap with FM and UL standard. One inch and 1/4. We have special request for the workers' action, so we help them to save the time and help them to ensure for each days they can check more and more the fittings. We have 7 threading workshops in our Jianzhi custom group. Each threading workshop we have Airtightness. So it is for the necessary for the threading making. The fittings, after the fittings it will be tested by Airtightness. The fittings will be packed to the warm bag and put it into our warehouse. So from here you can see each fittings is being inspected one by one by our fittings. There are no fittings to be left. This is also inspection for our threading. For each workshops, we have this kind of inspection position to inspect our thread quality. This is for the gauge, for the Euro standard, and this is for the Russian, the gauge, the gauge. Now, let's let one of our workers to test for our fittings by our gauge. We test one T socket and elbow. So just now we test for our threads. Now we test for our anxious angle. For our anxious angle is 0.2 or 0.3. For the standards is 0.5. We are higher than standard. Our requirement is much higher than your standard. Now it's also checked for our anxious angle. So this is very important. To check whether our fittings has a good quality threading. Now we check for the sockets. The right position must be in the middle of the ups in the up and low. We check our fittings by 6 steps for different inspection. This is our following inspection record. For every day, we must record when we check the fittings. We check the thread size. We check the thread turnings. We check the thread axis angles. This is reward to check. We give the reward bundle to the good salary, the good workers. The highest accuracy is almost 100%. So this is the whole workshops for our threading workshops. In our Jianzhi casting group, we have 7. Now we only show you the 2 different threading workshops. Now we are tell you the third one. This is a special threading workshop. It is been made for union fittings. Because for the union's fittings we have 3 parts. We must put them together one by one. And one union, it has female and male thread together. So we must use this CNC automatic machine to make a higher accuracy. You can see in these workshops, the workers is much fewer than last 2 threading workshops, because these machines will use the full automatically. Even for the feeding, it's doesn't need the workers anymore. For our Jianzhi casting group, in our Jianzhi casting group, our Jianzhi union is always be the better quality than other brands in China. The first reason is we use the good threading machines. We use this vibration plate. It also be feed automatically and feed by this feed this kind of liberation plate. This is for Yutian. You can see we make it for the male thread and for the female thread together. This machine is very, you can see it is controlled by the computer. It is for the high controller. It's step by step by program. The program is already be set into the machines. Just because of for our fitting, for our union is need the high quality threading, so we must use this kind of machines for this special CNC machines to protect, to ensure our thread is good quality. And after threading, each part is also be tested by our Airtightness machines. Because they have 3 parts for each unit, so each part will be tested. Oh, this is the big size unit. Yes, you can see it is for the paper fit the unit. It's easy to smooth out and to lock in and lock out. After Airtightness is also be packed by our workers for the final inspection. workers will be assembled 3 parts together into one unit. Okay, so next step, I will show you the next process for our fittings. This is for our packing. We have 2 lines for packing. This packing is to use for our export business. You can see the fittings is be put into the cartons, and the cartons will be packed, and also each 35 or 38 will be packed into the pallet, 1 pallet. For 1 carton, we'll have 2 small inner box in it. We designs the cartons according to the customer's request. We can make the natural color, the white color, or other colorful colors for the cartons. If you have designs, you can send us. And also for the labels, we will put the fittings, the labels into the cartons. The labels also show you the item numbers or the item name, the size name, and the quantity in this box. And also will show you black or galvanized. And for each inner box, we have a plastic to protect. It's be good seal and no rusting. Okay, so next step I will show you our export as finished fittings warehouse or stock warehouse. This is for our different customers. It is for the ready to be loaded into the container. We put them for the different countries' customers. It is from Malaysia, Egypt, South Africa, Middle East, India, Argentina. So many countries' customers. When the order is finished, we will put them in this warehouse and waiting for the containers be loaded. In last year, we successful to export is over 50 different countries, successfully served 350 customers, and complete 571 containers orders. And also we put this kind of the shipping mark. Okay, so next stop is for our domestic market warehouse. In Chinese market, we have 13.80% for share market. We are the highest share market, or the highest share part in Chinese market. In Chinese market, Jianzhi Casting Group is the big one, the biggest one. This is the huge warehouse for our domestic market for the fittings. For such kind of warehouse, we have 11. We keep 25,000 tons all the time for our inventory. So we can ensure about 1 month sale for this kind of stock. After the Chinese New Year, our fittings is still be very popular and hot sale in our domestic market. So you can see our stock level is not so high for the hills. It means we need to make more and more fittings to keep our inventory is in 25,000 tons all the time. Now I can tell you a special story for our export business, our export stories. One of our customer, they placed 8 containers, but they need the delivery time is very urgent. So we use our fittings. We use our Liscan inventory fittings. So we finished his order and loaded into the containers. Only used 3 days. It is the fastest record in our fields. So after that, the customer can get the fittings in very quickly. So they resell the fittings and can reorder the fittings immediately. By this way, this customer gained the big market share in his market. So he is the strongest customers, and he sell our fittings until now. It's over 10 years old. From our warehouse, you can see our strongest for the production capacity. So if you order our fittings, you'll never worry about the delivery time. Our delivery time is only 30 days. It is the fastest delivery time in China. And we have no delay, we have no holiday. So whatever or whenever you want the fittings, we can ship out and deliver the fittings to you on time. Even in the COVID-19, we finished our orders without delay or without postpone. So after see this our stock level, you will have confidence to cooperate with us, because we are the biggest malleable air pipe fittings supplier in China. To cooperate with us, you have no worry about things. We offer the good qualities and will offer you in time with only 30 days. This is another warehouse for our finished fittings. So many fittings in here. So if you are the customers, and also if you are the customers from China, you can also cooperate with us. So you can see every day many trucks is standing by, is ready to load our fittings and transport our fittings to the every part in Chinese market. In Chinese market, every 7 fittings have one Jianzhi brand fittings. So we are the top popular. Our quality is being accepted by our most consumers. So after introduce to you for our today, so you can know the fittings is being made in our Yutian manufacturer. And also you will have more confidence if you are selling our fittings to any customers. Most customers, after they bought the fittings, they will reorder. Our reorder rate is very high. It can reach 98.5%. So if you are the customer, we give you the good quality, we give you the reasonable price, we give you the fastest delivery time. What you are worried about? I think nothing.
管件大概有100多套箱吧。每天的发货量呢，咱们现在主要供这个国内市场。现在呢，国外的话，由于一些尺寸不全，现在是这个国外的。
Now I will introduce our next warehouse. It is all for the good fittings. We put the cartons, already packed the good fittings into the cartons. We put them into our warehouse. For good fittings, it is also be made by our Jianzhi casting group. In the Chinese market, we are top 3. And also with the good quality, we have FM and UL standards. Can be used in the firefighting and water system. We have the flexible coupling teeth and with different sizes. This one is for the coupling. We have FM approved. The size is 114 mm. It is for the OD size. For our glue fittings, we can have different finish for the outlook. We can use the red color. We can use the epox. And also we can use the silver epox painting. And for the gasket, we can use EPDM or silicon. For the good fittings, in Jianzhi casting group, we also can put it for the galvanized coatings. So it also can be used for the different position or different area, for a special area, like subway, piping system or press system. For our carton box, we use the 5 layers for the paper cartons. It is strong enough for export and domestic market. It's strong enough to transportation. This is for the groove teeth.
这是一个，这是沟槽的一个代号啊，165的，这边是6寸的。
From the numbers you can see, it is for.
你看，是咱们的一个 logo。
咱们的 logo。
114 OT size, and also with FM and UL approved.
这是6寸式的一个 三通。
with our Jianzhi logo.
这边可能说再放进去哈。
It is for the
纸箱的厚度，你看
5
这
layers
是1、2、3层的哈，
paper
3层的
cartons.
瓦楞板。对，有些工厂的可能就很薄哈。你这边弄完之后呢，再这样子哈，再去合上去，当然比较好哈。然后呢，再打这个4个这个东西哈，打包带。
We use a plastic belt
很结实。
to fasten this.
这咱们的一个包装方式。
绝对结实，绝对没事儿。
对，
因为我就知道好多看到他们身上做的就有破是漏的、发霉的，什么样都有。
如果你做不好这种包装的话，他说在海外肯定出晒肉店。
For now, the good fittings is more and more sold and acceptable by our market. So more and more fittings need to be sold and be used in our market. So in the market, you will see our brand good fittings. It will be have good quality, and also the price is reasonable.
这里成功了。
是的。
你知道颜色不同，为什么有不同颜色吗？知道吗？
如果是银色的，比如那种刚才说的，多用银水。
So okay, so this is for our good fittings warehouse.
咱们现在去下一个。好的。
When the container is arrived, we will inspect the final step to see whether your pallet is be packed well, and also will be checked according our packing list to you.
Usually we buy the galvanized fitting from other factories, but when we started to buying from Jianzhi Casting Group Company, we are very happy with their service, and also we really appreciate their products, and especially their staff are so helpful. Like Tamara, I deal with Tamara and she was so nice, and she sent me all the pictures, and it was so great to work with her, and we wish we should cooperate with them for a long time. Wish you all the best. Jianzhi Casting Group Company Limited. Thank you.
This is our biggest customer from South Africa. Every year, they bought our fittings. It's over 100 containers.
hours trading. We are based in Port Elizabeth, South Africa. We have been trading with Jianzhi, Brian and Malleable Line Fittings for 10 to 15 years. Excellent quality, excellent service. Good luck for the 2021 Canton Fair on the line. Best of luck.
Our company is partners with Jianzhi Casting Group for galvanized and malleable fittings. Their products are very good and well received by our clients. Jack, our agent, is very helpful and offers a great assistance. They are highly recommended.